Okay, I think we're in business now. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. How are y'all doing?
Great.
Good, good, good. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. And it's so interesting that we have almost an entirely different crowd from just last week when we had the midterm. Seemed like they were taking a little mental break. So what I'd like to do first is kind of do a brief recap of the midterm just so y'all don't miss that out completely. And then I'll pass out today's worksheet. So if you could have a writing utensil out, you'll need that. It will test your knowledge. It's kind of accumulation of everything we've talked about since January when this class started. And again, this class ends on June 30th. But before I go there, I do have some announcements. I wrote them down today so I wouldn't forget them. Okay, so coming up this upcoming Friday, May 24th, right here from 6 to 9 p.m., we have our monthly event, and it is a sip and paint. So I don't know if he left. I don't know if Vosh is still in here, but if you saw that really tall guy that was over here talking to me, he is the locally renowned artist that will lead it. And in the $25 purchase price, you get a canvas, you get the paint, you get a free glass of Moscato wine or a non-alcoholic choice if you don't do that. And you get a free spaghetti dinner. So that's from 6 to 9, and it's me right here, and I'm excited because I love doing those things because I am a terrible artist. So he's gonna actually have a sketch, and he's gonna have a theme, and he's gonna do all the things. That's right here this Friday, 6 to 9. So please come, tell a friend, and it should be great. If it's a couple, it's $40, and it doesn't have to be like a married couple, but if you're coming as two friends, together is $40, separately is $25, okay?
Pay at the door.
Pay at the door. Yep. Yep. Okay, also, as I've asked many of you before to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that we can get fully monetized, and you all have done that, Love and Action Cafe has created their own YouTube channel. So if you would go in there and subscribe to Love and Action Cafe and subscribe to the channel, you will see all the things that we're working on. What's up, Chef? You will see Chef in his finest doing all sorts of things on there. So now we want to get his subscriber count up as well. So Love and Action Cafe, if you go to YouTube and put Love and Action Cafe 4419, it will come up. You will see the logo and all that. And also, during class, you are allowed to eat food for the restaurant. So please feel free to order before and during class, because after class, the kitchen will be closed. Okay, so we're going to take like the last order around 4:15 or so. So feel free to order. Today's special is a chef creation he created yesterday. It is really delicious. It's a fettuccine.
Yeah.
These two ladies got it. It's a fettuccine with peppers and onions and some jackfruit and a special sauce that I can't tell you is in it, but it is very delicious. I'm actually going to head up for dinner tonight myself. So feel free to try out today's special, okay? Or whatever else you want on the menu. And our award-winning cakes and pies, the Moscato cakes and sweet potato pie. So that's kind of the housekeeping to get us started. So who's ready for the midterm? I'm gonna start off with the softball question, okay? The easy stuff. Hey, wait, Demar, where's the iPad? Okay. Okay, welcome back, Marlon. All right, here's the softball question. To be considered plant-based, what percentage of your plate should be plants? You said what?
50%.
Okay, Pastor says 50%. You say 75%. She says 80%. What do you say? 100%. Okay, so we've got the gamut from 50 to 100. So we're somewhere in there, right? Okay, so to answer the question, you have to recall what is plant-based. So plant-based does not mean vegan, okay? You can be a non-vegan and be plant-based if you consume 75% or more plants, okay? So if you have your plate, and so that means everything else except for the protein portion on your plate, if that's plants, then you can be considered plant-based, all right? That's why the term plant-based can be deceiving, okay? All right, so the 75 or more. So I'm coming from a 100% plant-based perspective, okay? But you can, if you choose to still eat your dead animals in your 25% portion, you can still be considered a plant-based eater if the other 75% of what you're eating are plants, okay? Okay. All right, that was supposed to be a softball question, but apparently not. So let's try a different one. Okay, that's okay. Let me try to make it easy because some of y'all ain't been here in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me wind it back a little bit and wind it back. Okay. Let me see, what can I, some of these you have to know. Okay, ideally, how much water should you consume on a daily basis? Yes, Mark?
8 glasses.
8 glasses. That's one perspective, Marlon?
Half your body weight in ounces.
Oh, in fluid ounces. That is the more accurate answer. That is the guidance from all of that's something they've all kind of agreed upon. 8 is the absolute minimum, 8 glasses, 8 cups rather, per day, so that you just don't so you're not completely dehydrated. But for ideal hydration, you should consume, and this is a guideline, half of your body weight in fluid ounces, okay? And there's exceptions to that, because if you're extremely small or extremely large, it's going to be some variation there, but for the average person, it should just be half your weight. So for example, if you are, if you're 200 pounds, you would drink 100 fluid ounces of water. Okay? All right, let's see. All right, I'm just going to go back to the harder questions. They shouldn't be hard. They shouldn't be hard. They shouldn't be hard, but it'll make you think, okay? I'm just going to go back to it. All right, what are the 4 ways that your body releases toxins on a daily basis? The 4 ways the human body is designed to release toxins on a regular basis, every single day. What 4 things? Sweat via the what? So you would sweat via the skin. That's the organ, right? That's the organ of elimination, the skin for sweat. Yep, what's this? What's another thing? Tear, nope. Urination via the kidneys, yes. Bowel movement via the liver, essentially, yes. And then your breath via the lungs. Those are the 4 ways that we expel toxins on a daily basis. So that means every day those 4 things should be happening. You should be doing breath work every day, yes, to expel that, because that's the most oxidating thing to the body, yes. We should be having multiple bowel movements a day, especially if you're eating multiple meals per day, but at least once per day. Proper urination, and you should be moving your body so that you can sweat every day, okay? Okay. Ringing some bells? Yes. Coming back to you a little bit? Okay. Y'all wouldn't have done so well last week based on these responses, but all right, we're going to still go with it. We're going to still go with it. I'm not going to give up on you, okay? Okay. I'm just looking at the test from last week on my phone, so I didn't bring the sheet with me. What is the difference between soluble and insoluble fiber? Hi, Pam. Welcome to Love in Action Cafe. What's the difference between soluble and insoluble fiber? We did. We did, Rebecca. Okay. All right, I'm hearing crickets, so let me just go ahead and give you the answer. The food that's on that tower garden produces what type of fiber? Is it soluble or insoluble?
That's gel soluble. Gel-like.
Say it louder, Sharon. Let the people know.
Gel-like it absorbs.
That's the soluble fiber. You're absolutely correct. So then what's the insoluble fiber?
It's bulk.
Yes. Okay. So if the soluble fiber is the gel-like stuff, like if you eat oatmeal or chia seeds, something like that gel-like, it does that, right? And then this is like roughage, right? Like a rotor-rooter that comes through and cleans things out. Those are 2 different types of fiber. That type of fiber is going to add bulk to your stool, right? It's going to clean out the passageways as things are coming through, like I said, like a rotor-rooter, right? What does the soluble fiber do? What excess does it pull out that you can only eliminate via bowel movement, not through sweat or breath or urination? Come on, Carolyn. I see. So if you have excess cholesterol, you have excess testosterone or estrogen, which is very prominent for men and women in this very toxic society, right? The only way you can get rid of it, you have to poop it out. You cannot pee it out. You cannot sweat it out. It has to come out via a bowel movement, and you have to have soluble fiber for that to happen, okay? Since we have so many new people here, I guess I should try to introduce myself, because I just assume y'all just know who I am, right? My name is Eni Isan Edegi, known as the Niger Goddess. That's the name of my company. I'm a board-certified holistic nutritionist, certified herbalist, and I'm in school to be a naturopathic doctor. And I changed my life now almost 6 years ago. I was grossly obese and very sick for the majority of my whole life. I suffered. Everything I accomplished was sheer willpower, because I am Nigerian and they do not care. You got to get it done. Okay? So I was just tired of feeling like crap and all the medications. My hair was terrible. Like my skin was terrible. Like I said, I had negative energy. I was extremely depressed. Just all the things, all the medications, all those things. And I watched a documentary that literally changed my life on a dime. I got rid of all the crap in my house because I thought I was eating healthy as a standard American diet. And when I got rid of everything, I changed my diet. Everything I just said I had plus more. I had PCOS, high cholesterol, diabetes. I had a goiter on my thyroid. I had ovarian cysts. I had tons of fibroids. They told me I had to have a hysterectomy. And it was like on and on and on and on and on. All these things I had, right? Just changed my diet, not expecting for all those things to change, because they said it's for a lifetime. They'll manage it with medications and whatnot. And then when I just changed my diet, thinking I was just going to get some kind of energy, everything went away. And then the 80 pounds just kind of just like fell off without any effort. And I'm just like, I've been lied to my whole life. And I'm a little bit angry about this because I've really suffered. I really suffered unnecessarily. And then I went to school to learn about it officially. Hey, welcome to Love in Action. Come on in, finding you. Went to school and changed my life, and I've made it my loving duty to spread this information because it should not be obscure. Okay, your doctors do not learn this at all. Okay, so they don't use this model. They use a symptom suppression model, and that is your choice to use the allopathic or the naturopathic model, whichever you prefer. So I'm just here to talk about what God did originally. Okay, and then you can make the choice. I'm not here to push veganism on you because I am a vegan 100%. I'm not here to do that. I'm doing it so you can learn the information, and when you make a decision about what you choose to swallow, it is your decision. You know, if you choose to swallow those pig feet and chitlins and stuff, what that's doing to your body versus when you eat something like that, what that's doing to your body, and understand why, okay? It's your choice, judgment free, okay? I'm also a business partner here in the restaurant, so we're here 7 days a week. Love for have your support. So that's kind of a nutshell, very quick thing about me for all the new faces here today, okay? So now that you know me, okay? Now back to the lecture. Okay. Do a couple more questions here since it was a 20-question quiz last week, so I'm just going to give you like 8 because y'all kind of struggling with this right now. So, some delinquents over here, Pastor. That's okay. You're back. That's what matters, right? All right. Now, here's the question that everyone always loves. Tell me, this is an open-ended question. Tell me, what makes poop healthy? How do you know your poop's healthy? Go ahead.
It's like in an S shape.
Yes.
And it's kind of, it's not real solid, more loose.
It should be, right, not like a rock, but it should be,
Yes.
yes. So it should be substantial. Yes. Yes. What else can y'all tell me? Huh? It shouldn't float unless you're eating a high-fat diet. It should actually, like you know when you watch the Olympics and they do the diving contest and the goal is not to splash, right? It should be well-formed. It should just sink in. Should not be a belly flop, okay? It should just kind of go in. Now, if it floats, sometimes it is okay because it depends on what you've eaten. So if you eat, like I said, if you eat a high-fat meal, it's gonna do that. It's gonna float. But if it's floating all the time, it can mean other things. So it should actually kind of just go in, right? It should not be a clunker either. It should not be that either. What else makes poop healthy? Hey, Sharon, huh? The color. What color should it be, Rebecca? Gingerbread brown. That's a good description. Chocolate brown, gingerbread brown. Yes, it should be brown, right? Yes, ma'am.
And when you wipe, you shouldn't have to keep wiping.
That's right, Kim. You should only have to wipe once. Okay? If you're wiping and you're going through 2 rolls of tissue in a week, okay, you got a problem. All right? You should be able to wipe once and it is clean. And if you're just surprised because you're not used to that and you want to wipe a second time to confirm it's clean, then okay, but you should only have to wipe one time. All right? The constant wiping is not coming out properly, right? It's breaking off inside your rectum. So you keep wiping, and it's not the right texture because that means it's mushy. It's telling you about what's going on inside, all right? So that's always a key indicator. What else can you tell me about a healthy poop that we just talked about?
Smell shouldn't be too bad.
it should have no smell. Okay? You should be able to do number 1 and number 2, leave, someone walk right in behind you and have no idea what you did. Okay? If you guys smell poopery and you have time to like scroll on Instagram and you have all this time to do this in the bathroom and you're spraying and you're lighting candles. Okay? Okay? All right? That's not ideal. Now, as you're transitioning, you should smell it improving, right? But if you're choosing to still eat what you want to eat, then it's going to be like that. Because they've normalized that. Hey, Heather. Welcome. They have normalized sickness and disease in this country, okay? And that's not the case. We don't need deodorants. We don't need those things if you're eating a clean diet. But if you're not, if you're eating lots of cheese, you're eating lots of dead animals, you're eating lots of processed foods and highly refined sugars, then it's going to stink. You're going to need to wear something. We don't want to smell it either, okay? You're going to need to do something, right? But if you eat a clean diet, you don't need those things. Okay. What else about healthy poop? Anything else that we talked about? Yes, Marlon?
Should you be having a bowel movement after every meal?
Oh, great question. So since Marlon's brand new, is already a VIP in this class. For my regulars, who can answer Marlon's question? How often should we be having a bowel movement? How often, Pam?
It depends on the meal that you eat, and it should be, if you eat 3 good meals, there should be 3.
That's right. So how many major meals you eat. So if you're a person that chooses to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, then you should be having 3 bowel movements. If you choose to eat twice a day or 1 meal a day, that's how many bowel movements you should have. Snacks do not count, okay? But at a bare minimum, everyone should be eliminating once per day, okay?
2 hours upon rising.
Right, you should really eliminate as soon as you wake up, but at least within the first 2 hours within waking up. Otherwise, it's a sign that things are not optimal, okay? They're not optimal. Okay, y'all were slightly rebounded with that question. Slightly rebounded. We'll go with that. Okay, I'll do 2 more questions and I'll get going on today's thing, because I can go on and on and on about this because I'm so passionate. All right, why should we never allow oil to smoke? Because we talked about the smoke point of oils and why certain oils are used for certain things, if you even use oils. Why should we never allow oil to smoke? It becomes carcinogenic in a way, yes. It depends. If it becomes totally burnt, then it's definitely a carcinogen. But prior to that point, why should we not do that? It does degrade the food significantly. We don't want the oil to smoke past its smoke point because it immediately becomes a trans fat. And when it's a trans fat, it's rigidity, all right, in your cells. That's why they have to always label anything that's trans fat on the nutrition labels, because of how destructive it is for our cardiovascular system, okay? So that's what we talk about. Olive oil is not an oil to be cooked with. It is a finisher, all right? That's why you pay $40 for a bottle of extra virgin, because it should taste like an olive. It should be green, right? Not that cheap crap in a plastic bottle that's yellow, that's been mixed with canola oil on the bottom shelf at Walmart. Don't buy that, okay? It is crap. It is a finisher oil. So you want to use oil. If you choose to cook with oils, which I don't, do it mindfully, you want to do it with the proper oil. So what are the high heat oils if you choose to cook with oils? If you want to saute something? Avocado is a high heat oil. Grapeseed oil is a high heat oil. Coconut oil is a high heat oil. What's the medium heat oil that we've used in this class a lot? That's my personal favorite because I'm so biased. Palm fruit oil, okay, from West Africa or South America exclusively, okay, not the kind that destroys the planet. Okay, all right, that was good. That was good. Y'all did very well on that. All right, and my final recap question: what is the Dirty Dozen list, and why is it so important? The Dirty Dozen list. Now I know my newbies won't know, but my regulars should definitely know. I talk about it regularly. Yes. You're getting warm, Barbara. You're getting warm. Why am I hearing crickets on this question? Lord, y'all going up and down today, up and down. Come again, Heather?
Okay. The Dirty Dozen list are fruits and vegetables that are highly sprayed with pesticides. So if you can't afford to buy organic, make sure the ones that are on the dirty dozen list really try and buy organic, because they're really a lot of pesticides. I was literally talking to somebody in the hospital who was really sick yesterday, and she talked about how one year she was on a strawberry binge, eating so many strawberries, and so I actually shared that with her. So thank you on that. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it could have helped her situation.
Right.
Yeah.
So Heather, I couldn't have said any better than how Heather just said it, but so the Environmental Working Group is a nonprofit organization that on an annual basis surveys all of the farms in the United States, and they monitor their pesticide usage. And the crops that are the most heavily sprayed with pesticides, they rank them every year so that you know, okay, if it's a monetary issue and I can't buy everything organic, at least I'm going to buy these 12 things organic. So they have a dirty dozen list, means these are the dirtiest ones sprayed with the most crap. And like I said, for the last 5 years, strawberries have been #1. So please buy organic strawberries, because you're just eating Roundup, okay? And you can't just wash it off. Why can't we just wash off all the stuff? Say it again, Sharon. Why is that?
It's in the beer.
That's correct. That's correct. Because a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm not going to pay the extra 20 cents per pound. I'll just wash it off." You're not. You're washing off very topically. First of all, it's now covered in a peel or some kind of wax. Okay. Then you've got the pesticide, the Roundup, and all the glyphosate that they spray on it. But when they're spraying it in the field, right, it goes into the dirt, which comes up the roots into the stem, into that, right? It doesn't. So plants can't poop. Plants can't pee. Plants can't sweat. Okay. So for it to come out, it has to go all the way back down through the roots, back out into the system, right? But because these things are so toxic, the difference between a plant cell and a human cell, there's a thing inside of a plant cell called a vacuole. So anything that can alter the pH of that plant, it will store those chemicals inside that part of the plant cell. So that, because it will take too much time, it will die. It will kill the plant before it gets back out through the root system, okay? So that's why you are eating it, right? That's why you must buy organic whenever possible, okay? So if it's something on the Clean 15 list, like avocado or oranges, and you say, okay, I'm going to save a little bit of money and buy those conventionally grown, sure, you can do that, all right? Because they're not as heavily sprayed. Because when you're spraying it, you're eating the flesh, so you're not eating the outside. But stuff like this, when they're spraying it directly on what you're going to consume, okay, it's not worth it. And then that bioaccumulates in your body over time. So then when you're 50, 60, 70, you're wondering why you have this cancer and why you have this, because you've been eating Roundup, okay, for all these years. So I talk about organic a lot because it's super, super, super important, right? So I hate that y'all bombed that question, but hopefully y'all, hopefully it stuck this time, okay? Okay, well that transition, this was probably an abrupt transition, but for today's assignment, I didn't pass it out because I know y'all probably gonna be trying to cheat and flip on the other side, okay? I'm passing out the blank side, okay? Do not flip over. Okay, so yes, please. Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate that. So please have a writing utensil. So when I'm working with clients, and some people say, hey, I do like to cook, because some people say, no, Annie, just make it for me. I'll buy your meal prep, fine, because I ain't gonna do it, fine. But some say, no, I want to know how to do it, right? But I don't know. I get overwhelmed when I go to the grocery store. I'm seduced by what I used to buy and what they're advertising right there, right? So how can I stay focused? How can I have some type of plan? So this is what I've deemed the NIJA meal planning method. It's a very original name, right? Okay. So what I've done here is this is how you can help you eat more plants. And even if you're not trying to be 100% plant-based, here's how you can eat more plants and have it in a logical way. So what I'm going to challenge you all to do, because this is going to be this is comprehensive of everything we've talked about since January, because this is putting it to practice. You're not just coming here to look at a cute face and eat some good food, okay? All right? You're coming here to learn something and have behavioral modifications. Thank you so much. Oh, I'll give mine, let me just talk through it, and then I'll pass mine out for someone to have. Okay. You're here to actually have a life change, okay? The goal is for you to eat more plants, however you choose to do it, whether you want to be 75% or more plant-based or not. Everybody can agree we all need to eat more fruits and vegetables. So the first column here, you're going to list 6 vegetables, non-starchy veg, because for those who have been here, we know half our plate should be non-starchy veg, right? 25% would be some type of starch or carb, 25% of protein, okay? So 6 vegetables here that you like that are non-starchy. Then you're going to write 5 starches here that you like. So like a potato or a carrot or something like that, right? 5 starches. Then you're going to list 4 fruits that you like. Then you're going to list 3 proteins, preferably plant proteins. I'm going to encourage you to write at least 1 plant protein here. 2 whole fats, so not like olive oil, whole fats, and then 1 seasoning. And then we'll talk through it, okay? So I'm going to give y'all like, I should play the Jeopardy theme, so I'm going to give y'all like a minute or 2, okay? And we're going to talk through it, and then, you know, we'll reveal how this is all used. Because you can use this for your family. This will help get your mind right about how to eat more plants, okay? So go ahead. Hey, Rashida, we can play a little bit of background music while they're, oh, Trisha, can you press play on the phone? So it doesn't feel as intense for you all trying to think of all this stuff. You'll learn because most people feel like they eat such a varied diet and you really don't, right? Like I always say, you eat lemon pepper chicken, you eat teriyaki chicken, you still eat chicken, okay? It is not, you're not eating that many things, but when you eat a truly whole food plant-based diet, you're truly eating a variety of what God has put on this earth, okay? So challenge yourself to pick some different vegetables that you think you might like or that you do like, and not the same old, okay? Non-starchy veg. Now that we got some ambiance playing, I hear Anita Baker, of course. Rashida, you can turn the volume on that a little bit. Hi, welcome Love in Action. How you doing? Come on in. They'll take your order right here. It should be coming out the speaker. Huh? Oh. There we go. That's the move, right? Hey, hey. That's right, give the best that you've got. Get it, Heather. Go, Heather. All right. I think somebody needed a sheet. I'm going to pass this one to somebody. Look, y'all doing okay? No, ma'am. But if that's where you need to start, that's okay, Rebecca. That's okay. Hello again. Hi, welcome Love in Action. All right, by the time this song ends, y'all should be finished now. Look, y'all really thinking. Okay. Okay. So cheat up the right person now if you're gonna cheat. Okay, do y'all need more time? The Anita Baker's over. All right, let's get to the chorus with Teddy Pendergrass. Let's get to the chorus. DJ Macaroni. For those who have finished, if you want to place your order, feel free to go ahead and place your order for the kitchen closes. And again, I highly recommend today's special. It is delicious. Today is fettuccine with jackfruit, peppers, and onions, and a special kind of sauce. It's very, very good. Yeah. Let it go. Say what? All right, that's the chorus, y'all. Y'all need more time? Okay, I'm asking, okay, give you a little bit of a reprieve. 60 more seconds. I'll have to mute this out for YouTube, but they're gonna take the video down. Come on, y'all. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and I think I better let it go. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. All right. We're ready or not. Here we go, okay? Because it's for your benefit anyway. Okay, so somebody tell me some of your non-starchy veg that you listed as under vegetables.
Cabbage.
Chard, cabbage, great. Spinach, collard greens, kale, cucumbers, Brussels sprouts, onions, zucchini, rutabaga. Okay, what else? String beans. Okay, so string beans are, if they're in the pod, is non-starch. If they're out of the pod, it's starch. Okay, just so you know. Same thing with peas. If peas are in the pod, it's non-starchy. If they're out of the pod, it's a starchy vegetable. Okay.
Peppers, green peppers, red peppers.
Green, all the bell pepper family. Onions. Okay, so y'all did well. Yes, Marlon?
Avocado.
That'll be a fat. Yep, that'll be a whole fat. Anything else on the non-starchy veg side? That asparagus. Cucumbers. Olives will be a fat. That'll be a whole fat. Tomatoes are a fruit, but you can put them under a vegetable if you want as a non-starchy veg, but they're a fruit. Anything else that no one else mentioned that you might have on yours? What kind of, the squash, what kind of, butternut squash would be starch? Well, it's kind of one that fits half and half. It just has higher starch content than other normal vegetables, but it's a lower starch than other starchy veg. So it's kind of like in the middle.
Oh, butternut squash. But zucchini is good.
Zucchini is a non-starchy vegetable. Okay. Our cauliflower is considered non-starch as well. Yep. And broccoli. Okay, so y'all did well. Okay, so this is how you frame your mind and go to the grocery store, so that you don't just start buying the crap that you normally buy, right? You're saying, okay, for this week, these are 6 vegetables that we're going to have. We're going to make sure it's a variety of vegetables, right? Not the same old, or if it is the same old, you're going to jazz them up, okay? All right, so what are the 5 starches that you pick? Quinoa is a protein. It's a starch too, but it's considered a protein. Yep.
Sweet potato.
Whole grain pasta, yes.
I want sweet potato.
Sweet potatoes, yes. Corn, yes. Make sure your corn's not genetically modified, because most of it is.
Yes, it is.
Brown rice. Sourdough bread is a starch. Beans, yes, and it's also protein. If we're talking about,
Oh, what about rye and pumpernickel bread?
all those are starches. Carrots or starches. Or it's a starchy veg, yep. Anything else on the starch side that you listed your 5 starches? Chickpea pasta, yes. He's chickpea pasta. Someone else said brown rice, yep. Anything else on the starch side? Okay. Okay, the next thing was 4 fruits. Let's name some fruits that y'all listed. Grapefruit, pomegranate, blueberries, strawberries, oranges, cantaloupe, my fave. Huh? Mango. What'd you say, Denise? Cherries. Apples. Oranges. Okay, so fruit should have been easy to name, so that y'all got that. All right, so now whole fats. I'm very interested to hear this. What do we have for fats? Avocado. Coconut. Oh, that's good protein. I'm sorry. 3 proteins. Name the 3 proteins. And I would like to hear no dead animals. Okay, let me hear the beans, hemp seeds, yes, nuts.
Yeah, okay.
Nuts are a protein, but it's also a fat, a whole fat. Okay. Edamame, yes. Because it's a it's very high in protein, but it's also it's high in protein. Yeah, it's also a starch. Lentils are a protein and a starch. Yep.
I guess beans. Wow.
Beans, chickpeas.
Soy curls.
Come on with it now. Soy curls are a protein. Sunflower seeds, I will list them as a fat, or I will put them in the fat category, but they're also a protein. Absolutely. I prefer them raw. I prefer all this stuff raw, yeah.
That sunflower's high.
High in protein, high in vitamin E, high in antioxidants, yeah. What else? Any other living proteins? Yeah? All right, and if you put the non-living ones there, that's okay. That's okay, as long as you have at least one living, okay? All right, and then the next category is fats. What 2 fats did you list? They are whole fats. Avocado, coconut.
What about nuts?
Nuts are a fat. Olives. Flax do have a fat content, but it's more considered, but you can put it in that category. You can float that. Huh? Chia seeds, okay, you can do that. You can put all the oils with clear being a fat, but I was looking for whole fats.
Oh, whole fat.
Yeah, not the oils. Yep.
So you said avocado.
Yeah, it's whole.
Okay.
Yeah, it's whole. Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all did very well with that. And then lastly, very curious, what seasoning pack did you use? What seasoning blend?
Cilantro.
That's an herb. That's an herb.
Saffron.
Saffron, okay.
Oh, you talking
Sazon, okay.
onion powder, that type of thing?
Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking more, because this is for how you can put together a meal, your meals for the week. So you can either make or buy pre-made seasoning. So you get taco seasoning or bere or piri or chili, like something that's a blend that when you put it on there, it's yes. Maggie. That's a winner. That's a very biased winner. Okay. Okay.
What about the those mixes?
Guacamole mix. That wouldn't be considered a seasoning, but it can be a convenience item.
Okay.
Okay. So y'all did very well. If you see also in that box there, you'll also see convenience items. So certain things, and I brought a convenience item. Say you're like, it's just you and you don't want to dice onions. You can buy this as a convenience, right? You can buy tomatoes instead of making your own tomato sauce and buy that as a convenience item, right? Those are things you can buy as convenience. You will list those things down. Then based on the fruits and veg that you are saying that you want to have for the week, you will list in that box down in the further corner, you will list what recipes you want to make, right? And then from there you create your grocery list. That way you're going in with a plan. You're going to eat way more fruits and vegetables because you've already thought through it. You have the recipes that you're going to make associated with those fruits and veg, right? And this will help you eat more fruits and veg, even if you're still having those dead animals in there, right? You're still going to be eating more fruits and veg. So now if you flip it over on the other side, this is the one I did for you. I just did one. And you can see. So I listed everything out. This is not exclusive, right? It's just an example. I have one for multiple weeks. I do for different clients and whatnot. And then I listed what the recipes are, what the convenience items are, what seasoning pack, I would use, and it'll all go together so you can just see. And that gives you a plan for the week. You do this on a weekly basis. So then every week you're eating something fresh and new. You're eating a variety of fruits and veg, and it's not boring, right? And you put a little drop of thought into it beforehand. This can just help organize your mind until you get to the point where you can do it in your head. What's the feedback on that? What do y'all think? Good? Okay.
Organic.
Well, for me, everything's organic.
Okay, so you can find those in the supermarket and organic, in the organic
Right.
section.
Right, in the organic section, yeah. And then if certain things are not organic, like the feta cheese today, I make sure it's non-GMO. Okay? Non-GMO at a very minimum, it's got to be organic pretty much for everything. For me. For me, right? And hopefully for you. Yes, questions?
Chia seeds.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Because chia seeds are full of omega-3 fatty acids.
right.
It's also very high in protein, and it's very high in soluble fiber. So no, you can make a chia seed pudding. You can you can put it as, that's how I use it on that particular sheet. I made chia seed pudding with it. You can use it as an egg replacer in anything that you're baking so that you're getting that as your egg. So it's a lot of things. You can also sprinkle it on salads, but you won't get enough of it to be considered your fat intake. Yeah. Any other questions or comments on this? Thoughts? Look, y'all, it's proprietary, okay? So it's only for the people who are in this room, all right? It's proprietary. Okay. Right, so that's several, like, in the vegan world, like the chia egg, a flax egg, those are egg substitutes that you can use. So if I was making some wholesome brownies, something like that, I would use a chia egg. When I made the blondies in the class, I used a chia egg, right? But you can use a flax egg. You can use, there's so many things you can use. It was a pleasure meeting you all. Thank you so much for coming, okay? You would make the chia egg, you would buy the chia seeds. It's just 1 tablespoon of chia or flax to 2 tablespoons or 2.5 tablespoons of water. You let it sit for like 5 minutes, and it gets gelatinous and thick like an egg that's been blended, that's been whisked. Yeah. Okay. If you go to my YouTube channel, I have a video showing you how to do it. Or go on YouTube, period, and you'll find it. Right? You don't have to necessarily go to my channel, but it's on there. Okay, abundantly. Okay, it's extremely easy to do. Okay, so with that, Now, just so we're clear for the newbies in class. Now, when I say a chia egg or flax egg, this is not in place of scrambled eggs, omelets. Right. Okay, it's none of that. Correct. It would be like that would be how you would do that, right? This is for the binding and the moisture, because like I said, the egg does 3 different things. The egg adds moisture, it binds or holds together ingredients, and it creates structure or lift. Okay, so whenever you're doing a vegan substitute for an egg, you have to understand the original recipe. What was that egg's purpose? Did it add lift and structure? Because otherwise you might need to add some baking soda or some carbonated water or something like that. Did it just hold things together and add moisture? Then you can use a chia egg. So you have to understand what the egg you're using it for. Okay. Okay. All right, guys, it's time to get to the food. I know that's what you really came here for. Okay, so today we're doing an alkaline fried rice. Now that word alkaline, especially once you get in the vegan word, that is tossed around so much. What does it mean when we say, if I say I'm an alkaline vegan, or this is an alkaline whatever, what does that really mean? Because people love buzzwords and have no idea what they mean. So what's alkaline?
Well, I know when most people hear it, they think clean, or they think...
It gives them a feeling of health and clean. Okay. It's also been associated with Dr. Sebi, for those who know Dr. Sebi's work about eating an alkaline diet, right? So really, alkaline is based on the pH scale. So you have the pH scale, you have acidic, and you have basic, right? And our bodies are slightly alkaline, right, at 7.3. Okay, that's what our pH should be. if you're healthy, okay? The pH should be. All right, so that means if you're eating alkalizing foods and our bodies are slightly alkaline, then that's good. That doesn't mean that we can't eat acidic food because our bodies need acid. Our skin is acidic. Like you cannot, if you have basic skin, you're gonna have a lot of skin problems, right? So we need acids, but just in the right proportions, okay? So when I talk about alkaline vegan, I'm not talking about Dr. Sebi, because there's some things I don't really agree with. I totally support what he's done and all the great work he's done. But alkalizing food means how it acts in the body, okay? So for example, the easiest way to understand it, like lemon juice or lime juice is like a 3 on the pH scale, meaning very acidic. But inside of our bodies, it's alkalizing to our bodies, okay? So that's why you have to understand the effects, the mechanism of action within the body when you consume the food. Because there are certain foods that are really healthy, like chickpeas, super healthy, high in protein, but it is acidic to the body, right? It's not an alkaline food, right? But it's still on Dr. Sebi's list, and it's still a good thing to consume, right? That doesn't mean that most beans are acidic, okay? So it doesn't mean you shouldn't eat them, but it's everything else that's on your plate, because you're not eating just a bowl of beans. You should be eating a lot of salad. You should be having a lot of all this, and it balances out. Okay? So don't be scared by things when I say something's acidic. Then people are like, oh, I don't want that. But you eat it all the time. Okay? Especially if you go through drive-through of any sort, is all acidic in the worst possible way. Okay? So we need these things in balance. So there are certain things that are just not ideal. So an alkaline vegan, for example, they would not eat rice. Okay, the only rice they would consume would be wild rice, which we've had in this class multiple times because that's my personal favorite. So my biases often come through the food in this class, right? So I realized for this year's session, I hadn't done anything with quinoa. And in the alkaline vegan world, they do a lot with quinoa. So I've already cooked the quinoa because quinoa cooks exactly like rice. So, but who can tell me, what are some things you can tell me about quinoa? We've already kind of mentioned that it is considered a protein, right? Yes. It's high in fiber, but also that it's a pseudo grain because quinoa are actually seeds, okay? It's not actually like a grain, like an oat or a barley or something like that. It's actually a seed. That's why it's called a pseudo grain. It's high in fiber. So like 1 cup of quinoa is like 200 calories. 8 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber. So, I mean, that's really, really good, right? It has vitamin E in it. It has the full vitamin B complex. Mine's vitamin B12, but it has the rest of the vitamin B in it. It's really high in folate, in particular, as a B vitamin. And it's a good source of iron and magnesium. It was actually a great source because over the percentage, so we talked about the daily value. Okay, so that's why we like the quinoa. Again, it cooks just like rice. The only thing I would say, if you're new to quinoa, and some people say they don't like it because it tastes bitter, or it can taste bitter, make sure that you wash it, okay? And that will eliminate a lot of that. And just put like a little pinch of salt in the water when you cook it, and it'll be fine. Or you can put it in your rice cooker and it'll cook that way too, okay? It'll fluff up just the same. It's very easy. Rice cooker. Yeah, so like 1 cup of washed quinoa to 3/4 cups of water and like a pinch of salt, and you're good to go. Okay. All right, so that's good. All right, so if you go on my website, www.thenigergoddess.com, THENAIJA goddess, GODDESS. Tap on recipes, and then the first or second recipe you'll see will be the alkaline fried rice. And you all can go through and check me, make sure I'm not going too vogue. Hi, welcome to Love in Action. Hey, welcome to Love in Action. How y'all doing? Hey, Pri, welcome. I think there's a seat up here. Y'all can follow along with me and make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Okay, and I'll get my gloves going on and all this stuff over here. All right, I'm just gonna get this preheated. Okay, that's gonna get going. All right, so I've done a lot of the prep work. I already came in here and chopped up a lot of stuff. So we'll just kind of go through and talk through some of the ingredients that might be unusual to you, because I try to push and make sure we're eating different things in the grocery store that you might just walk past, right? Okay, so how many people eat fennel? Pri? I forgot what's your name? Marjorie. Marjorie and Pri, that's it? You said you put the seeds? Okay, okay. So that's 2.5 people. Soup. Okay. Okay. Well, these are the fronds of the fennel. I already took the bulb off. Wait, I had one. Hold up. No, I brought a whole one to show. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So this is fennel. For those who may have seen it and like, I don't know what that is, I'm not even going to try it. This, from the bottom to the top, is completely edible. And even the flower, if it goes to seed, even the flowers are edible and very medicinal. Fennel seeds are often used if you eat pork, for example. The fennel seeds, that's what the flavor you taste in pork sausage or sausage-like type stuff. Women take the seeds as well, or drink the tea because it helps with breast milk production. It's a lot you can do with this, right? These fronds here, you can use it much like dill as a garnish or as an herb. The stalks are I like to juice them. And the bulb, and these all can be eaten raw or cooked, okay? The best way is to like julienne it really fine if you're going to do it raw. When it bakes up, it's really sweet and tender. It has a great flavor, it has an anise flavor to it. So this is something you want to use. But for today's portion, we're going to just use the bulb for this fried rice today. But don't throw this other stuff away. It's some goodness in there, all right? And if you never had it and you want to try it, you can take that one home with you today. Because you can actually grow that on your tower garden, okay? All right. What else do we have on here?
On the inside?
Yeah.
That one you can grow?
Yeah, you can grow that. You can grow that. And then we have some oyster mushrooms chopped up. I think you all seen those before because that's what we use here at the restaurant. We use oyster mushrooms for most things. I think that's it. Yeah, question? The question is, are mushrooms good for you? What's the answer for that? Yes, why are they good for you? Because mushrooms what? You're a genius over here. Okay, you did a great job. Yes, mushrooms are really good for you. And so, most mushrooms are medicinal and they serve a function in the body. So a lot's good for brain health. Some is good for stamina and endurance. Some are good for, like I said, mental clarity, brain fog. So yeah, something you want to incorporate into your life. And then when you go more plant-based, it's like your meat, right? Because it has that texture when it's cooked properly. It gives that texture. So yeah, it is not a vegetable, it is a fungus, that is correct. Which remember, your body is 99% bacteria, right? That's what we are. And then the same people do that will turn around and eat pig's feet, right? So you just got to put things in perspective. Yes, it is a fungus, it's the fungi kingdom, right? So we have the plant, animal, and fungi kingdoms, right? And so mushrooms come from the fungi kingdom. And depending on which ones you use, like I said, they have medicinal effects and they're very healthy for the body. Yep.
The more variety versions, you have to go to certain stores.
So the comment here is the more variety of the mushroom you choose to eat, the more of a specialty store you need to go to. Yes and no. So they're getting better with it because normally it's just your portobello mushrooms, your white, and your bella mushrooms, which are all the same mushroom, by the way, just in different stages. Okay, just like I told you, like a green bell pepper, yellow, orange, red. It's the same bell pepper, just different stages of ripeness. So the baby bellas are baby portobello mushrooms, right? The white bellows are the ones they've shielded from the sun. It's the same mushroom. Okay, so traditionally in the grocery stores, it's just been that one mushroom. And now that mushrooms have been getting a little bit of limelight, now you'll see trumpet and king oyster and blue oyster mushrooms, and you'll see lion's mane, and you'll see other maitake and shiitake, and those are all different, right? And now you can find that in a regular grocery store now. Now, when you want those more specialty ones, all Asian stores have the most variety. They'll have like the anaki ones. They have all the types of mushrooms, right? So you go to the Asian store for that, or you can go to the farmer's market. And every Sunday, particularly the main one in Charlotte region, they have a great mushroom vendor there, and they have beautiful mushrooms, all sorts. I highly encourage you to try that out. Yep. So now? So what?
I said I need to get to the place where I love it.
Yeah. It can be a journey. I can understand because I used to hated them, but I hate portobello. Move my hair out the way, so you don't have hair in your food today. Okay, y'all can still hear me? Okay, I might have messed that up a little bit. Okay, so now let me get going. Put my gloves on, all that. So I've already prepped everything. I have this. I had it on. Just turn it back on again. So with the alkaline things, they don't eat soy typically. No soy, no wheat, absolutely no refined sugars of any kind. And like I said, they don't eat rice unless it's wild rice. And wild rice is not a rice; it's a grass seed. Okay, so it's not that. And they'll use quinoa or wild rice as rice substitutes. So the first thing we're going to do is can y'all still hear me okay? Yes. Y'all following along with me okay on the website if you're able? All right, the first thing we're going to do is prep our veg, which is our onion, our bell pepper, our habanero, which I took the seeds out for y'all today since some of y'all thought the Nigerian thing last week was a little bit spicy. So I took the seeds out, okay? Well, I took the thing out. Fennel, which I've already chopped up, mushrooms, and basil, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is add some oil over medium heat. And we're going to bloom our spices. So who recalls what blooming spices means and why that's important to do?
Get the flavor to come out.
So that's yes, the flavors do come out, but from what? Why is that important to do? To bloom, you must have a what to bloom spices? You must have a fat, okay? And that's because, like we've talked about with vegetables, there are water-soluble vitamins and there are fat-soluble vitamins, right? So for a fat-soluble vitamin, if fat is not present, then you cannot absorb all the full nutrients of it. So that's why oftentimes when people eat a salad, they put a vinaigrette, because the nature of vinaigrette is with some type of oil, because you need that fat to absorb, like the vitamin K, for example, which is a fat-soluble vitamin, right? The water-soluble vitamins you can absorb just fine. The fat, you need a fat, okay? So the volatile oils in spices are fat-soluble. So if I was to put this inside vegetable broth, it would not get the full release of flavors because they're fat-soluble. That's why you use an oil specifically, okay? And that's why I said when you use oil and you cook with oil, make sure it's with a purpose. Yes, Pri?
When do you know when to saute with water or fat?
So the question is, when do you know when to saute with an oil or when to saute with a liquid? And my answer is always going to be, it depends on you, right? First of all, in general, I water saute, period, right? Unless I know I'm eating something like today when we harvest from the tower garden today, there's no fat there, and those fat soluble compounds need a fat, so then I'm going to purposely add a fat. So, and then it depends on how strict you are. You can always do water saute and then just be conscious to add avocado or nuts and seeds to your final dish, right? And you don't have to worry about using oil ever. I wouldn't necessarily say that. When the people who are completely oil-free, when they taste something with oil in it, it tastes greasy to them. So it just depends on where you are with your taste buds. So it will change, okay? So I'm going to bloom the coriander. I'm just going to get the coriander out because that's 3 tablespoons. And I'm going to bloom some thyme. All right. So now I brought some coconut oil as a backup because I couldn't find this initially until right before I bought the house. So here's some grapeseed oil. So I'm going to just let this heat up a little bit. And remember, this is a high heat oil. Let me turn this down so we don't have any oxidation or trans fats happening over here. All right, so here's my organic ground coriander. And how much am I supposed to have? How much coriander? Y'all not following along. Okay, 3 tablespoons. Okay, there we go. Somebody's awake. The coriander is not only going to add flavor, it's going to also add color and warmth to the dish. All right, and then how much thyme am I supposed to add? 1 tablespoon. 1 teaspoon. Well, hey, I love dried thyme though. It wouldn't be bad. Okay. All right. So we're going to let this. And so how do you know when it's fully bloomed? You'll be able to smell it. You'll be able to smell it. It's very fragrant. It doesn't take long because it can burn very easily. Okay. Can y'all smell it yet? Because I certainly do. I smell it. You smell it? Hey, pretty girl. Okay. So that's bloom. What's my next step? All right. All right. That's what we're going to do. Take the diced red onion and saute. Y'all smelling it now? All right. We're building layers upon layers of flavors. Like I said, today we did not go to one country in particular where this is a fusion cuisine, so we're going to multiple different countries that we've been throughout the year. Hi, welcome to Love in Action. Come on in. It's good. Y'all can go in here and order.
Right. Okay.
So when you see dried thyme, what cuisine do you think of if you've been to this class?
Caribbean.
Okay, I can see Caribbean, but I would think Nigerian. We use that in a lot. Same essentially. Okay. Coriander. Okay, y'all smelling it. Okay, look, see, I love when y'all start to wake back up when food comes. Okay, I love it. It's always a turning point. All right, so we've got that going for us. What's next?
You got mushroom powder and cooked quinoa.
Not mushroom powder. I'm adding the mushrooms next, right? Okay. Mushrooms, baby. Yep. Let it add on this flavor. I'll let that cook down some. And this will give you that little bit for those who still feel that they need to have a meat texture and something. Hey, Trudy. Aren't you looking beautiful? The mushrooms will kind of give you that. But ultimately the goal is not to feel like you need it. Because it's just been programmed your whole life, right? You're looking for meat on your plate. You don't need. Leave the animals alone. Let them live a little bit, okay? Spare them a day, okay? That smells so good. So I add a drop more. Pop quiz. Coriander. What is coriander? Cumin is something different. What is coriander? It is a seed. It's a seed that produces what? Coriander seed produces what? Huh? Cilantro. Okay. All right. So if you go to any other country, they call cilantro coriander. Okay, because it's the same thing. I don't, you know. All right, what's next, y'all, while this is cooking away? All right, so I know I said red, but I didn't have it. That was organic. So I have yellow and orange, and then I have the one habanero that's been diced up. Fennel, okay. Hi, welcome to Love in Action. Hey, y'all. All right. I have not. That's actually a good idea. Yeah, I have not. Look, I listen to y'all and do what y'all tell me to do ultimately. So, okay. So we got the bell peppers in there kind of jazzing up, melding, having fun together. What else? What's next? Are y'all reading the directions to go with this? You reading it?
Narrow first.
All together. Okay. Y'all never had fried rice like this, I'm sure. Okay. fusion fried rice.
Can you do that with you?
I just put the fennel in.
What about ginger?
Okay, I haven't added those spices yet. Trying to let these things kind of cook for a second. But that's okay. I will go ahead and get those ready. Let me just cover that so I can get some heat to it. All right, so we said we need ginger. What else?
Salt, pepper,
Onion powder. And I'm going to do a little...
I know, right? I mean, I don't.
If you're a G, yeah. Okay.
It don't matter to me.
If you can't take the heat, then that's okay. Okay. I'll just put a little...
Just a little.
Okay, unless y'all tell me not to, then I won't. Oh, I can do that. Okay, I'm down. Yeah, I know he's good for it. I know he's good for it. All right, but I'm not trying to kill y'all today. But if you're making it at home, do it to your spice level preference. Okay. Okay, so for the onion powder, how much?
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons. Yeah, I'm giving y'all a pop quiz here. Make sure everyone's following along. Absolutely. But when I do weeknight stuff, I try to use convenience items for folks. And then when I do the weekend stuff, then we use it. That's how I've laid out for the class. So this is intended to be a weeknight meal. So, because people get discouraged, like, I ain't chopping all that stuff. I'm going to go to the drive-thru, right? And that's what we don't want.
Cayenne pepper, 1/4
How much ginger?
teaspoon.
A teaspoon? Oh, I was easy on the ginger. Okay. All right. So we did a, yeah, I am. But I'm pretty accurate. I'm pretty accurate. Okay, so we did 2 tablespoons of onion powder. We did a teaspoon of ginger. What else? I haven't. I'm going to do salt at the end. And then pepper, I'll go ahead and throw a little bit of pepper. Okay, so I heard instead of a 1/4 teaspoon, do 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne.
Yeah.
All right, so that's just a little nothing. Okay, so that's like a this. Okay.
Mushroom powder.
I understand that's going to be at the very end. I said make sure you're reading the directions. That comes at the very, very end. Okay. Okay, so I'm hearing some stuff about mushroom powder. So mushroom powder, dried mushrooms are full of umami, right? When we talk about umami, what foods have umami? What foods have umami?
Kelp.
Kelp, yes. What else? We've talked about it many times. What is umami? Umami is that other taste bud, right? The other taste. So you have salty, you have sweet, bitter, sour, and umami, right? Umami is the one that goes, that tastes so good. So savory in English, okay? In English is savory. Okay, so that's what that is. So anything that has glutamates in it, like nutritional yeast, like dried tomatoes, those have glutamates. Dried mushrooms are full of glutamates that give you that savory, unctuous taste, okay? So that's why we added to add that depth of flavor, especially when you're not cooking with the dead animals, right? You need to have that savoriness to it to make it have some flavor. So mushroom powders are like a thing. You don't have to go to a specialty store. Like I got this one at Harris Teeter of dried mushrooms, and I got this from Trader Joe's, okay? So it's very easy to find, okay? So what now? Ooh, that's looking so good. Smelling so good. Okay, I'm glad y'all smelling. Y'all look, y'all alive today. I love it. I love it. Okay, what's next? Did I get all the seasonings in?
Yeah, you get your basil in there?
No, that's not yet. That's not yet. Y'all make sure y'all reading the, y'all trying to mess me up, my own recipe. Oyster mushrooms. What you say, Rebecca?
Yeah, after your mushroom powder,
Coconut aminos.
Okay. Did I add everything here? I think I did. Okay, so now we're going to, thank you, Kim. All right, so we're going to do the mushroom powder. How much is that? A tablespoon?
It's 1 tablespoon.
All right. Yes, and I'm only doing that because I salted the quinoa. when I cooked it. So I don't want things to be salty. Okay, so I said add the mushroom powder, and then we're going to add in 2 cups of cooked quinoa. This is about 4.5 cups of cooked quinoa, so I might put a little more. This is white quinoa. I personally prefer the tri-colored quinoa, but because I know some of this is new to a lot of you, the flavor can be a little bit more intense. So I got the white one. It has, yes, it has definitely more of a quinoa flavor to it. And if you don't know what quinoa tastes like, or not expecting it, I just want to make sure that no one's like off put by it. This is the most mild flavored one. Okay. Uh-huh. About onions? So with the onions, the different colors are just different antioxidants. The one that has the most potent ones is the red onion or purple onion. But the white onions, there's still antioxidants in that too. But the one that has this more, slightly more, but more, is the red onion. Not more protein, more antioxidants. Yep. Wow, congrats, y'all. Enjoy. Enjoy. Yeah, he's making those pies back there right now. And we've got cakes, whole cakes and slices, award winning. Every time we enter a contest, we win #1. So, what can I say? You know, what can I say? All right, just mix this around. It would look so much better if I had the red bell pepper in there to kind of have more color variety, but we're going to add that basil to have more green. All right, so what else am I supposed to do? What else is next? I'll add the coconut aminos next. Okay, so that's another thing. What is coconut aminos? What is it? Okay, it's like soy sauce. So, what is it?
It's a nectar from the
Ooh, ooh, ooh! Somebody's getting hot. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. So soy sauce is made from fermented soybeans and wheat. Okay, that's why if you are gluten-free, if you want to use soy sauce, you use tamari because that's wheat-free soy sauce with the fermented soybeans. But like I mentioned earlier, if you're alkaline, they don't do soy at all. So if you want that umami flavor that soy sauce gives, you use coconut aminos or liquid aminos. And I brought both. They're the same thing. Okay? All right? Coconut amino, they're still made from coconut. So it is less salty than soy sauce because it's made from coconut, which is a fruit, which has natural sugars in it. So it has a slight sweetness to it. But it's fermented. So the sap of the coconut flour that's unopened, they ferment that and add sea salt to it and let it ferment. And that is coconut aminos. When you see the word aminos, what is that? What should that tell you?
That it has an amino acid.
Amino acids, and amino acids are what? What y'all call what?
Antioxidants?
Nope.
Nope, girl.
Protein, right? That's why I say protein is a farce. Protein is not a singular thing. Protein is amino acids, okay, that you have to have. And so we talked about amino acids, or AKA protein. Quinoa is what they consider, bye, good to see y'all. Quinoa is what they consider a complete protein, because what does that mean when they say complete protein? It means it has the 9 essential amino acids in it, right? And when we use the word essential, what does that mean?
Things that your body needs.
Things that your body cannot make on its own. Okay? That you have to get through food. Okay? So quinoa has all the amino acids, including the 9 that your body does not make on its own. Okay? Another reason why it's used so frequently. Yes?
So if you soak the quinoa, like I like my quinoa soft. If I soak it when I'm washing it, like soak it for about an hour and then cook with it, am I taking all those nutrients out of it?
No.
But I do throw the water off. I wash the bitter off and I do throw the water off. Okay.
Yeah, you're doing great because I like to sprout my quinoa, so that's you start the same way. So no, you just.
I sprout it, yeah.
All right, so I added some of the coconut aminos, but to add some more. Now I'm going to add a little bit more than 3 tablespoons because I'm making this for y'all to get a sample of. Okay. So we're almost there. Who has ever cooked with or tried coconut aminos? Okay, all right. Y'all true to it. I see. Y'all true to it. So it's another thing to have in your arsenal. Okay, I'm going to add the other part of the coconut aminos. What else, Bree?
One of your recipes asked for dark soy sauce. I haven't bought it. In place the coconut aminos.
No, it's not a substitute. Dark soy sauce is something very specific. You have to get at an Asian grocery store because it is basically the molasses of soy sauce. And so it adds an undertone for molasses flavor. It adds all the minerals like a molasses would when they're doing sugarcane production. And it adds the color. That's what makes it that dark color. So it's not an item easily replaced. Either just add more soy sauce or a little bit of molasses to create that same kind of effect.
So I wasn't doing anything by adding some kind of special commodity.
No, it's totally different. It's totally different. Okay, I think we're about there. What else am I supposed to do, y'all? Add the basil.
And you taste it to see if it's salty enough.
Yeah, I need to do that. So I know y'all ready to eat, and then we're going to harvest this tower garden and get our salad. And I wasn't sure you were coming today, Sharon, because I was like, I don't know if this will count as a dessert. Because I did candied walnuts, but I'm putting that in the salad. Okay. All right. All right. Kind of a cheat. She let me slide today. I see. Okay. Will somebody come and pass out these plates and a fork or spoon for everybody? That would be very helpful since my husband is not able to be here right now. Oh, thank you, Pastor. Wow. Y'all would think it's hot enough, but it tastes good. Now I can add a pinch of salt. Hi, welcome to Love in Action. How y'all doing? Y'all can come over here and order if you want. This is unrefined salt. This is in Utah. It has all the minerals and everything in it. It's the one I really like. They do have that I got that from a specialty store, but they do sell it at like regular grocery stores. But it's usually like on the very bottom shelf and you don't even notice it if it's in a regular grocery store. Yep, it's called, look y'all need to sponsor me, okay? Okay, I think we're in business. I'm just add this basil and then we get y'all fed. I'll come around and give y'all a scoop. Yeah, the more basil, the better. So like I said, we took from all over the world today. If y'all recall, in Nigeria, our form of basil is called scent leaves, and we put it in everything. Bell peppers are kind of everywhere. Fennel is native to the Mediterranean region of the world. Quinoa is native to South America. Okay, so I think we are done. I'm ready to serve. I'm just do one more tasting.
Anybody order a small berry?
And feel free to place your orders before they close the kitchen up on y'all. Because this will be a sample. It was not fill you up today. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I taste all the fusion flavors. Okay, so everybody has a plate?
Yes, we do.
I'm going to come by with the initial not so generous scoop just to make sure everybody gets one. Okay? Or actually, can somebody? Yeah, because I can get the salad going. Kim?
You got bloat for me?
Yes, I do. Thank you so much, Kim, for volunteering. So y'all tell me what y'all think. And so with this is non-prescriptive, meaning you don't have to use the same vegetable, whatever vegetables are in your refrigerator that might go bad or something, use what you like, okay? Thank you so much.
Okay, so, question about your fennel.
Yep.
I think you said it, but I missed it.
Uh-huh.
What can you use, that's or just a sriracha, or you can use
Everything.
every vegetable?
So the fronds you use as any other herb. You can make tea with it as well. The stalk, I like personally to juice it, or you can chop it up like celery and use it as a vegetable, or you can put it and make your own vegetable stock and add that to it. There's so many things you can do with it. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. So now it's time for our salad. Just do like that much for everybody. Just make sure everybody can get some, and then if there's some left over, we'll go back around. And make sure that the kitchen staff can get some too. Okay. All right. So this salad is completely non-prescriptive as well. Whatever salad dressing of choice. Today I chose a creamy balsamic because it's already on my website. So I said that way, because I know you're going to ask me, how did you make the salad dressing? It's on the website. Okay. It's one of the early recipes. I actually have a video of it too from like 5 years ago on my YouTube channel. So it's there. But use whatever dressing you like that you're going to want to eat, okay? And then our candied walnuts. I have how to do it on the website. There's several ways to do it. But I've already done it because it's so simple. So I'm going to just quickly tell you all how we did it. Is it too spicy for you, baby? I'm so sorry. Okay, so these are the candied walnuts I already did. They're alkaline. So I did these different the way I did on the website. So this is with date syrup and coconut sugar and liquid aminos. So it has a little umami to it and whatnot. So these are our candied walnuts and our dessert for today, Sharon. Okay.
Another whole pie out the door.
Whoa! Woo! So. All right. So we have our candied walnuts. What? Go ahead. Yeah, chef rolls out those pies now. So we're going to have the salad from the garden with the candied walnuts, some non-dairy feta, and salad dressing of choice, which today is balsamic, a creamy balsamic. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and harvest right now. Y'all feel the heat. Okay, let me harvest. Actually, somebody can come and harvest. Marjorie, or somebody come and harvest, yeah. Pastors volunteer to harvest. We're gonna take all the lettuce on this front side, the chard, the lettuce, the remaining.
Okay, just cut it, put it in there?
Just cut it, put it in there. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm going to come around and let everyone try one of the candied nuts before we put it in the salad. While he's doing that, I'm just killing some time. Thank you. Thank you.
So you said on your recipe you don't have the aminos on it.
No, because I just showing the simplest, quickest way to do it. But I was just saying how I did this one. Okay.
Thank you.
That's a good Barbara. Sharon. Too spicy for you, baby. I'm sorry. Too much kick. Uh-oh, we lost some. Oh no, we need all that. It's going to be for the class.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, but you can drop off the first load on the thing. There you go, beautiful. You want? Thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. Candy nuts, ladies. Yeah. I got that from home. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much for our little Nigeria today. Y'all want to try some nuts? Love your hair and your color. There you go.
How's that?
Thank you.
She come around with the salad now. Rebecca, did you
Miss Jade. Thank you. From home.
I'm getting seconds. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Because everybody's had some.
Does kitchen have some?
Well, I took it to the young man that was working with his mom.
Okay.
Those two young ladies.
Okay.
And I offered OG some, but I don't know if he wanted some.
He don't like spicy
Oh, he doesn't? That's why then.
at all. He don't like spicy at all.
So what you say is on this?
On the walnut,
Exactly.
liquid aminos, date syrup, and a drop of coconut sugar. Just to let it solidify. Excuse me, Kim. So great to see you again, beautiful.
Thank you.
Spicy. Y'all funny.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
So Nigel, I have another question about nuts.
Yes.
Why does my nut come out dry? When I try to candy them,
Uh-huh.
it comes out like dry, like it looks like sugar is
You have to dry the nuts first in the skillet, or roast them in the oven first.
so that the sugar doesn't crystallize on it.
Right, you have to make sure that you toast the nuts first, and then when you do the sugar process, you have to make sure that the sugar is melted. You have to melt the sugar first.
Before I put it.
No, you don't have to do it separately.
Melt the sugar.
Thank you, ladies. Have a great day. Yeah.
All the nuts on there, melt the sugar. I was wondering if I didn't use enough fat.
You don't like the ones I did. It has no fat on my website. It's no oil. On the website, I said just use coconut oil and coconut sugar, and you're good. Where's my knife? Hey, Hey, sweet baby. You want from the candy nuts? Okay. Well, get a little plate right here. Thank you. See if you like that. Okay. All right. All right, so what are your thoughts on alkaline nuts?
Very good.
What are your thoughts on the fried rice? Okay.
Very hot. Very.
So everyone thought y'all think it's spicy, so we got some baby mouths in the room. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okay.
We're all done.
All done? Yep. Okay. Is this something that y'all would make and just modify to make it less? Okay. Okay. That's perfect. We're going to pass out the salad next. Right. Well, the one we make here does have it. It had a slight raspberry balsamic vinaigrette on it. Yeah, because I made it. So. Yeah, you never want to drench your salad.
Right. It is delicious, and I'm saving my nuts.
You eat it straight. This is the top of organic. Okay.
Oh yeah.
This all was grown from seed about a month ago. So.
So how long?
And then it'll just keep growing and growing and growing.
So it'll grow back. Oh, it'll grow. That's all with the ash.
Yeah, it's gonna grow right back.
That's okay. And the funny thing is, so how long do it take?
There's no dirt. There's no nothing, huh? Yeah, y'all. It's the way to go. Any other questions or comments? What do you think about the candied nuts?
Your nuts are good. They were really. I love the fact that they're not bitter, and I
So what? Okay.
love the
I'm
fact
thinking
that
about selling them here at the restaurant. So I was just debating about it. Candied nuts and seeds. Huh? I have some packaging, some recyclable plastic packaging they will go in. They do. They're because it's nuts. Buying them, they can spoil easily. And you have to cook them properly because they burn so fast. So, all right. Y'all ready for a little bit of salad? There's not a drop of oil. Not a drop of oil. I tend to be slightly oil free. All right. And most time I use oils is like in this class. It's like if it's like a Nigerian dish and I use the palm fruit oil, something like that. Okay. All right. So we got that. Going to add in our salad dressing. Look, see how y'all get talkative when y'all get a little bit of food? Y'all stop listening to me. Y'all just tune out. I can't hear myself. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Good to see you again.
They tried it. They liked it.
Oh, they did? Awesome. See? That's a real one right there. That's a real one. Okay. All right, so I'm just putting a little bit of this dressing on it, just to lightly dress it. You should never drench your salad greens, okay? If you're at a proper restaurant, this is how you know the level of restaurant you're at. If they've got seasoning on the table, it's because they want you to season it. If you're at a restaurant where they have a chef who's been trained, Your food's supposed to come out already seasoned where you don't have to season it. So your dressing, your salads will already be dressed, okay? That just lets you know. So when you go to McDonald's, you're not expecting that. You know it's not a chef back there, right? But if you come to a place like here or elsewhere, you know, you'll get that. Okay, so that's kind of how you know. Every leaf should just have a very light coating of dressing. It should not be drenched. You know, especially people who still eat ranch and Thousand Island, they just saturate it. You know, it should not be that. Yeah, correct. All right, so we got that. I'm going to toss in a little bit of this feta.
What is that?
This is non-dairy feta. Coconut oil. And then our candied nuts. No, it does not. And you weren't here for it, but that doesn't matter as long as you're eating as 4 times the amount of potassium than compared to sodium, then that's the balance. But most people don't eat enough potassium because most people don't eat enough fruits and vegetables, okay? So also, if you're eating something like a miso paste that's fermented or a liquid aminos that's fermented, the fermentation does not raise the blood pressure artificially like table salt does. So you can still have the salty flavor if you're doing it like that. But the main thing is increase your potassium. Most people are potassium deficient and then over salted, right? So your doctor says eat less salt, but they don't say you need to eat, right? Because they are balanced of each other, right? Okay, so now this is our salad. This is very simple to do, y'all. So very simple, wholesome ingredients. This is our alkaline day. We had our alkaline fried rice. Now we have this alkaline salad. Let's save some of these. I know chef will want those. Okay. And that's it. That's our salad. So who'd like to pass this out to the class? Everyone can see that? Okay. Very, 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 very simple. All right. Sure. Pri or Kim or whoever would like to pass this along. Okay. Whichever is easier. You look beautiful, Kim. Oh, look at you. Where are you going?
In the church.
Oh, okay.
Went to the church house.
I see.
Major preach today. Big encore.
Oh, okay.
I was following the preaching husband today. About there.
It's all good.
Here I come, everybody.
Okay. Questions before we conclude our class today? Questions or comments? Wonderful. Thank you, Marlon. This is your first time attending. I'm glad you had a good experience. Okay. And you're so beautiful. Thank you for coming. Yes. Oh.
You know what? It is good.
You are absolutely right.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. From last week, the Nigerian fried rice?
Yeah.
Text me a picture.
It's just that I try to say what you
Okay. Okay. So what now? Oh, okay. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you. That's good. Yes, sir?
So what's your vision? What's your thing you would like to do with this movement?
Okay, the question on the floor is, what is my vision? So the whole purpose of this class is to get this information out to people and then let people try food that is vegan food and see that it has lots of flavor, it's delicious, it's versatile, it's not boring, and so that people can go home and make these changes in their home. That's the full goal of this particular class, so that people can see that this is how we should be eating, how we were designed to eat, and you'll see and feel the results. So that's the mission with this. Yes. And then continuously make it free to the public. We are generously sponsored by the Arts and Science Council and also by Oak Street so that we can provide these classes for free, because ain't none of this free, y'all, okay? So that we can get it out to more people. And being housed here in a food desert is intentional. So I don't need to go to Ballantyne, right? People right here need it. They have access to fresh, local, healthy produce. So that is all part of the mission of doing this work, being food deserts, particularly for the BIPOC community. Yep. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Yes. This is a mobile kitchen, so I'm able to go to different places. I had the honor of going to Mount Carmel and doing cooking classes there and going to other places and doing cooking classes. So it's a nutrition cooking class, because it's not just come and eat, come and know why we're eating this, because then it makes it more impactful, right? So that's the goal. And then we broadcast this on YouTube, so it's not just here in Charlotte, it can be ultimately worldwide, okay? So that's kind of the vision. Any other questions or comments? Huh? Any grocery store, Food Lion, Harris Teeter, Publix. It's in where they sell the tofu in the produce section. It's all there. You'll see all the vegan cheeses and vegan, all that. It's right there in the tofu section. Yeah, you walk on past tofu, huh?
No, the cheese, I did buy the cheese in the bag.
Okay.
In the bag.
I read your book.
This
Okay.
salad is bomb.
Okay. You like the salad? You like the salad?
It's so good, it don't taste salty.
There is absolutely no oil in anything today. Everything is completely whole food, plant-based.
But other than the balsamic.
No, no. This is
No oil in it?
there's no oil. It's all. If you go to the video I made this, it's all oil-free salad dressing. So the creaminess, the oil you're getting is tahini. So it's balsamic vinegar, tahini, a little bit of Dijon mustard, 2 teaspoons of maple syrup, salt, pepper, and I actually didn't put salt in. I just put I didn't put salt or pepper in it.
Wow,
But
you know what I want this on your website, I can't search.
I'm working on that. I know.
No.
I really am working on that, because I get frustrated because I have to keep scrolling. I'm like, what did I even do this recipe?
So is it with something specific that
Let me see.
I can look for?
If you go to, it's easier if you go on my YouTube channel, you put the Naija Goddess and then put dressing, and then the video will come up. But yeah, okay, it's a quarter cup. The question on the floor is the balsamic dressing. It's a quarter cup of balsamic vinegar, 3 tablespoons of tahini, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, the juice of 1 whole lemon or lime, 1 teaspoon of maple syrup, a half teaspoon of garlic powder, salt and pepper to taste, and then water to thin it out, because as y'all recall, tahini gets thicker the longer it sits. So that's all that's in there. All of the salad dressings are all oil free.
This is the best.
So
That's my dressing from now on. This is it for now.
it's dessert.
I don't even need the nut.
You needed the nut because the cut through the sour tangy, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. They are. And we choose walnuts. What's so special about walnuts? Why they are such a healthy nut, and why do the alkaline vegans eat them? They are full of omega-3 fatty acids, right? So they're anti-inflammatory, yes, and they're good for brain health. And if you look at a walnut, it's shaped like the brain, okay? Like a lot of our food tells us what body part is supporting. So incorporating this really helps. Plus you get the healthy fats, it's anti-inflammatory, and it's high in protein. It's all the things, okay? So incorporating that. And as a person who's actually allergic to walnuts, unfortunately, like that's why I normally do a lot of seeds, right? So I would do hemp seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds. You can do it with almond, whatever nut or seed that you like. Pecans, yeah, absolutely, you can do that. Yep, but everything today was oil-free, alkaline vegan.
Swiss chard, the big one.
The big one is chard, yep. The only thing that was semi-processed is this cheese.
Right.
Okay.
Usually Swiss chard is bitter.
It sure is. Yeah, but that wasn't That was Swiss chard.
Right after Tower Garden. Swiss chard is not bitter. I've never had that experience.
Yeah, I find that bitter. The
Okay.
red one, the one that's got the red, well, that's red in it.
Yeah, this is rainbow chard.
I don't know why, the one in Swiss.
That's true. Yeah, people think kale's bitter, but you got to massage it. Yep.
And you didn't have to massage it.
This is straight when because it's so tender when it comes straight off the tower garden.
Because it was so big that it was over, you know, like.
I mean, it was ready for harvest. That's why I said today I'm just going to harvest, let it grow back, so y'all can taste it and see the difference. So, let's see. I think we're about done. So, any other questions, y'all? Y'all good? Okay. 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 Y'all are too kind. Well, thank you all very, very much. I hope to see y'all this Friday for the paint and sip that we're doing here. Okay, from 6 to 9. We're not. I might set up to do that. Yeah, I might set up to do that.
So just you don't mind. Suppose you get more people than you.
We will make it work. We have overflow. We have overflow. So, yeah, 6 to 9 here. $25 a person, $40 a couple. And it'll be a whole vibe. Vosh didn't come back, but he's a locally renowned artist. He's done multiple murals on like Bailey's Ford and whatnot. So he's really talented, and he'll be leading you all through the exercise. And you know, we always take suggestions wherever we want the next month's function to be. And that's it. So we'll be here next Sunday, 3 o'clock. Love you all. Thank you so much. Oh, yep. June 30th. So we have, after today, we have 5 more weeks. Okay? Until the next session. Yes, back in action. Back in action. All right, guys. Thank you all so much. Have a great weekend, okay?
Thank you. When they sponsored you for this, did they put your logo on it?